Yes, I am.
62.
62.
Number 62. Right, yeah, do it on there.
We haven't got time for this preamble.
Okay.
Pre-ramble.
Preamble. 62. 62, we made it 62.
60.
62 of these.
Yeah.
This is the FIFA Ramble.
That's a
Thank
lot.
you ever so much for joining us. Thanks. Have a smoothie. Wash it down. Well, this is us. This is number 62. We're here. It's the FIFA Ramble. Thank you for joining us.
We are.
We've got very special guests today. We've got Grazing Shed. We've got Adam from the Grazing Shed joining us to talk football.
And burgers. So this week we're really happy to be sponsored. As always, Gary stepped up again. This week, as we all know, it's Gene Simmons' final KISS tour coming up. And Gene Simmons needs all the energy in the world for that. So he's teamed up with Gary's Power Shakes to give him everything he needs.
And in 3, 2. Hey, this is Gene Simmons from the band KISS. You know, it's our final tour next year, and I need all the strength I can muster. That's why I'm endorsing Gary's Protein Shakes, a shake that will make you feel stronger than any animal known to man.
Add the powder and stir it up. Ignore the taste of toys. Don't forget water, or the powder won't be nice. We don't know why it tastes like coins. Making you look like a lion, hunting deer. A tiger, hunting a poacher. A hawk, see it from miles away. A spider, building a web of muscles you've not had before. Muscles where muscles shouldn't be. Making you look like a hunk. Stronger than 100 hunks.
So that's Gene Simmons endorsing Gary's Protein Shakes. I'm Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons. I'm Gene Simmons.
Hi guys.
So, Adam,
Hello.
tell us a bit more about Grazing Shed.
So it's Cardiff Independent, and we do super tidy burgers. Basically, our USP is that it's all local produce, all freshly made. It's good quality, and you know it's different to everything else because you can go to McDonald's, and then you can go to Five Guys, and then you can try and get gourmet food. And what we've done is we put gourmet ingredients into that, and we've made burgers really that you can't get anywhere else, and it's all Welsh, you know.
It's the best
Yes.
burgers in Cardiff,
Yeah.
especially the vegan and vegetarian
Well,
burgers,
that's
which
my
are totally...
Yeah, I'm vegetarian, he's
Awesome.
vegetarian. When I came in, I originally came in with my 2 little ones and my wife, and I just heard about you guys online, and I came in, and I was just like, what do you mean I've got more than one option as a vegetarian in a burger bar? What do you mean? I just,
So something
it was
really cool
incredible
that
you offer such a wide range.
yeah.
You know,
And so we make all of our mayo as well.
Mm.
So all of our sauces are freshly made by us. We have a team that makes everything. We don't buy anything in. And so we make our own vegan mayonnaise. So all of our mayonnaise in our menu is vegan, and we make it from scratch. And we
Yeah.
put all our own flavourings into it and everything. And it's super cool. You know, you can't get that anywhere
yeah, it's
else.
amazing.
Everyone else buys stuff. Even some places will say, oh, you know, we're specialist vegan or specialist veggie.
Yeah.
A lot of it, it's just spicy to mask the fact that there's no sort of thought gone into it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love
banging
vegans
brand.
and stuff. You
It's
know.
a festive range as well at the moment. So
Our cracker range is out. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
great
got
selection.
5 stores now? Or have you got 6?
So we've got 3 full-time stores, and then we love our sports, we love community. So we're down at the what's going to be known as the Viola Arena with the Cardiff Devils.
Yeah.
And then we've got a concession at Cardiff City as well for match days. So that the Devils is open every day to the public as well. Because apparently, I didn't know this, the Ice Arena is the only one from here to Portsmouth in a circle. So all the professionals in England come to Cardiff to practice because there isn't another arena.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
so
mad.
we're open down there every day as well.
Nice, and obviously you do festivals as and when.
Yeah, all the festivals, all the big
You've got
festivals,
a
all the
really
little
nice.
festivals, all the veggie festivals.
McKinley
Yeah.
is good as well.
Yeah, McCuntleth, yeah.
What's really good about you as well is that you've got the product there, and like I said, it's vegetarian to have more than one option. So that's incredible. And then you've got, it stands up, that product, it's a very good product, but then you've got such a cool little brand awareness as well. It's it's really nice.
And it's off the
Like
ethos.
watching it growing.
The ethos and the culture makes it happen.
Yeah.
Even down to like the breads, you know, you got artisan
Yeah.
breads, you know,
Yeah.
baked by, you know, locally.
Yeah, and it's all our own recipes, that sort of stuff. And the beauty of it is that these are small companies,
Yeah.
not doing them a disservice. They're small companies, and we were a small company, and they were small companies who, because of our success,
You
we've
can grow
been
together.
able to go hand in hand together. And so we're, you know, our butcher is incredible. Our butcher came second this year in the National Butcher Awards.
Yeah.
You know, and he's doing amazing things with his meat. You know, and yeah, it's cool to be able to put back into the Welsh community. You know.
I think it's the way you
That's
see it.
it.
Well, we finished that
Well,
section.
what if I move
So
this,
green.
and then Mitch can talk into that as well?
So great. So yeah, as you said, you've got the concession stand at Cardiff City Stadium every match day. How did that come about? How did you get involved with that?
So our founder basically is an incredibly charismatic man, and so he can talk his way into anywhere basically. And I'm not 100% sure on how it came about, but the vision behind it is a really interesting one. So I've grown up watching Cardiff City my whole life, and when I was a kid, I distinctly remember my match day experience and how it shaped everything that I would do on a Saturday. So my dad used to take me and my brother, and we'd go to the burger van on the side of the road, right? We'd pay £2 for a burger, right? As we got older, we'd go to the pub. I remember what street that we'd park on. We'd walk to the pub. We'd have a full English and a pint watching the early game, and then we'd go down to the city. And I think that something we're really keen to do as a Cardiff Independent is give the people of Cardiff that experience and remembering us, and kids growing up going down to Cardiff City with Grazing Shed, you know, and understanding that the Grazing Shed experience. And we're kind of trying to do this for Christmas as well. Our theme is coming home for Christmas. But down the city, what we're trying to do is make sure that people relate going down to Cardiff City as a child, and then maybe with their children, and having a Grazing Shed. And that's
Because those little burger vans are still there.
Yeah,
the burger vans are still
that is the
there,
thing, is you do remember the foods you have.
Yeah.
I remember it, and it is sort of synonymous with going to football. It's like
Wherever you
what
go.
sort of grub you get when
I
you're
know
there.
what a stovey is from going to Scotland
It
games.
is, you know, I remember the sort of the you know, the really sort of dirty pies that you had back in the day and stuff like that, and you know, and there is those.
Going down in my pre-vegetarian days, going down behind the Grange end.
Yeah.
You know, and there's the burger vans lined up there.
Getting rained on in the
Every
Grange
Saturday
end.
I'd go down
Yeah.
and go stand for a game, get cold feet and watch Richard Langley fall over the ball. You know?
Shot Frankie Burrows barmy out. See Leo Fortune might be slamming up
West,
And when we had, you know, Hasselbank and Fowler playing up front as well. It's like,
looking
what?
tired as soon as they went on.
Yeah.
And
Hasselbank
knackered,
and
red-faced
Fowler.
Fowler.
They had too many dirty pies before they walked on the pitch, didn't they?
But all of that, just the thought of that cheeseburger from that van. It all just brought
Yeah. And I think football food is changing. Look at Forest Green Rovers.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're all vegan
Yes,
and
absolutely.
eco-friendly and all that sort of stuff,
They're
which is
all-
awesome, right? That's
Yeah.
amazing. There's the Denmark National Stadium has got a Michelin star restaurant in it. You know.
I'm sure Mark will be
Culture is changing before our eyes.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
and
going to
I
be
think
a part
only
of it.
here we really eat burgers. I think everywhere else eats normal food.
Yeah.
Like sunflower seeds and stuff in Spain. You know that.
I think St Pauli's got an interest. I think they've got the train, haven't they?
Yeah, hot dog train.
hot dog
Yeah,
train,
yeah,
yeah.
the West train.
There's some lovely bits.
Cardiff City still.
Yeah.
I want to talk a bit more Cardiff City.
Let's do Cardiff
Who's
City.
your favourite
Right.
Cardiff City player of all time? Quick.
John Robinson.
Nice.
Straight away.
Nice.
I used to have an email address, robinsonIsGod@hotmail.com.
Oh wow.
Jeez, that was your
Yeah,
hotmail.
yeah.
Send him an email, listeners and viewers.
Get him on.
John Robinson, yeah, I loved him. I loved how he used to argue with refs.
He's brilliant.
Just
Yeah.
how
It's
he
a great
was.
He wore number 7. He didn't play on the right wing, which freaked me out a little bit because I like it when they play in the right places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he used to just argue with refs all the time. He had that attitude that we didn't have at the time.
Yeah.
I think Andy Lagg's a close second.
Andy
Andy
Legg.
Legg.
Then you got
serious.
Earnshaw. I mean, all the classics really.
All the hits.
All the big names.
And now I'm not so sure about nowadays. Probably Saul Bamba.
That was strong.
Yeah.
He's good.
Just
Yeah.
again, he's got that
Gunnison.
kind of.
I'm a Gunnison fan.
Yeah, Gunnison.
Because his attitude is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. He's one of those. He's so humble in his approach, and
Yeah.
he's just right. I'm here. When I'm here, I'm fighting for this. This is what it means to me. I think he's underrated and underused.
You know, every Football Manager edition I've ever played, Aaron Gunnison always gets released on a free transfer from Cardiff City when his contract runs up, and I always think it's a terrible mistake.
that's a flawed system right there.
Yeah, no.
I weirdly on a career mode of FIFA that we're doing for Cardiff City, just playing as Cardiff City. I'm letting Gunnison leave on a free
You're so wrong. You're so wrong.
Genuinely, at the end of the season, I'm just letting him leave.
Is it because he's too injured?
Because he's seen it on Football
I'm
Manager.
going to bring in a few. We've decided to go in another direction.
Zahore's been.
We all, unfortunately, in our preview show, we all picked Cardiff to go down. No.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Against our will, we didn't want it.
Yeah, especially you. You
Well,
and
I was almost crying.
Yeah. He was almost crying. We all just went, yeah, Cardiff. I said Cardiff, Brighton, I think, and Southampton, and I wish I said Huddersfield now, but.
Sorry, there's no
And we also said last week, following up on that, with Cardiff, I said you've got Huddersfield dire, Fulham have been dire, Southampton are woeful. I honestly, that's team. I don't know how people support them. Huddersfield, Brighton, all of these sides down there, even Burnley. I've watched, especially the bottom four. I've watched all of them play a few times this season. Cardiff look like the only team that care.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? And you look at something like Fulham.
Fulham
And
should be.
Fulham has spent a lot of money, and
Yeah.
they'll probably gel in the second half of the season and be okay.
Yeah.
They probably finish
They've got
14,
enough quality
13,
there to
something
pull
like that.
through.
But they don't have that, and this is what Warnock gives us, I think.
Yeah.
And this is why I kind of like Warnock, because he does give you that
Listen to
undying
this.
sort of
Oh,
spirit.
no.
This is it.
And now I'm not a huge fan of the football. I don't. It's
the
reasonably
point.
entertaining,
Yeah.
but they try. They try,
Yeah.
and that was missing for a long time.
So
But
the
it
other
is
issue
that-
that we have is, I have the impression of this season. I like Warnock. Let's push. Let's support Warnock. See where it
Do
ends
you
up.
reckon you should have the whole season?
I
Yeah,
do.
absolutely.
I
And
think he deserved it.
and someone,
I do.
and someone over
I do.
like,
This guy.
then this guy over here wants to push the big Sam button so quickly.
What? The first
I know.
You wouldn't get. What about
Like, legit,
Cardiff?
no.
What?
Yeah,
This
just have both
is-
of them. Why not?
This is the 5th time they've stitched me up with this.
You like stitch him up with this.
What
Keep
my
backing
theory,
it, though.
I still back it.
I
I
know.
continue to back it.
You'd
My
get rid of
theory
Warnock.
is what you would do if, regardless if it's Cardiff, any club,
Get Solskjaer.
Championship club.
Try him.
If you want to get promoted, what you do is you employ Neil Warnock 18 months before you want to get
Yeah,
promoted.
yeah, absolutely.
He will get you into the Premier League. It's like XG with managers. It's Jeremy Warnock's got so many promotions.
Yeah, no, yeah.
If you want to get promoted, go with the person who's been promoted the most. So you bring in Neil Warnock to try and get you promoted. If you do, the next season in the Premier League, regardless
relegated
of
the
where
most.
you are, even if you're 20th in the league or second, if Neil Warnock's your manager on Christmas Day, sack him. I don't care.
Unbelievable.
And bring in Big Sam. One of them is guaranteed promotion.
Doesn't that make you feel
One of
dirty
them-
saying
no,
that?
What I'm saying, I'm looking. You are a massive fan of XG and expected goals and attacking threat. It's exactly the same with managers. You play the odds. If you want to get promoted, go with Warnock.
I'll
If
go
you want
down
to
with my
stay in
captain.
if you want to stay in the Premier League,
Captain.
Sam Allardyce
Yeah.
will keep you in the Premier League.
So would you? Because obviously then,
I'm talking
because obviously
Warnock.
then football isn't.
Cardiff City.
Cardiff are away to Everton. What do you think? Ian?
There's no stopping Marco Silva's Everton right now. They're too hot, unless they're carrying injuries from the international break.
Yeah.
I think that they've got.
I
Did,
worry.
did Richarlison get called up for Brazil?
He must be in the squad.
He did.
He
No, I'm
must
not
be
sure
there.
if he did. Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
might be.
didn't he, before?
I'm not sure. But the thing with the Everton squad is if Richarlison is up against Sol Bamba, I worry.
For
I
who?
do worry.
It's Manga I worry about on the right.
Yeah, no, Manga as
Yeah.
well. He's
I
going
was-
to
I
get
was-
caught.
I was-
But they've been playing
listen.
Richarlison up front with Sigurdsson tucked in behind.
Yeah.
That is turning, that's quite lethal, that's turning out to
The
be.
Burnley game, I was having a little moment about Manga, like, what's he doing? He's not a right back, and then he crossed it in.
Yeah,
And I was like, fair dues, that was really good.
we got given seats for the opening game against Newcastle. We got given tickets for it, and we got given tickets for the Burnley game. And yeah, the Burnley game, me and him went, and we just sat there.
Like a
And
couple of
the
nanas,
first half, yeah, just nanas at the football. We were just chatting away because it was such an awful game that first half.
First half.
And we sat there, and there's loads of Cardiff City fans proper into the game, and we're going, that says visit Johor.
Where's Johor?
Visit Johor, where's Johor?
Do you know what? I have been to Malaysia.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They see this, you're the
Yeah.
only person who know it works. It's like
Because-
no one,
because
of the
no
advertising.
one.
No, before.
Because of the marketing.
Yeah, before
But yeah,
Vincent
you should
came
go
in.
there.
Right, I guarantee you that nobody who's watched Arsenal this season and gone, let's book a holiday to Rwanda.
Yeah.
They don't. They've
Yeah,
got
that's
this
right. It's on there. There was a big
visit
thing about that,
Rwanda.
wasn't
It's a
there?
big thing.
No one has watched a game though
Yeah.
gone, I must visit Rwanda and
Because
book
it's Arsenal,
a
consider it.
holiday there. No one after seeing Arsenal play.
Airbnb.
And we were
Waterloo
talking, we're
Airbnb.
like, how many people do you reckon have gone home and gone, flights to Johor since we're
Yeah.
going to Cardiff? And yeah, and then he said that about Manga in the second half. He went, "What's he doing there?" Oh, fair dues.
yeah. But
Everyone
there's giving
celebrating
palpitations when he marauds forward off the right because he's completely out of position, and it's just okay. He's filling a gap that he's doing a job.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like
But
it was
back
good.
is,
Can we-
like Bamba's solid. But
can we
I can
move
tell
on
it's-
to-
We're going to lose, by the way.
Yeah. Back to the original point against
Do you, know,
Everton.
do you know what? We might keep a clean sheet, but we're probably not going to score.
Yeah, no.
It might be 0-0.
Nil-nil's the best, I think.
I mean,
the
yeah,
good
that's a
result
good
could
result
be.
for us.
There's a few good games on this week. I'm just looking. You got Watford versus Liverpool, which could be interesting, depending on what Watford turn up.
Watford have started to pick back up again after
Yeah, they
their
have, with Pereira
little
and-
dip.
But it's all
And
changed
All
after the
has
break.
been really good.
All change after the break. There was
It
momentum
is.
building last week, and then we were like really into it, and then it's just this, and then it'll
Yeah,
take
but they've got
a
Liverpool,
week.
so that's a big old game.
It's a
West
big
Ham,
old
Man
game.
City. I think that's interesting. West Ham have been playing some decent stuff, especially.
Yeah.
Is there a stat that says that Aguero just
Freelance.
always scores against West Ham?
Everyone.
He scores against everyone.
It's because he's everyone.
Always
We
scores
talked
against
about last
them,
week saying how
yeah.
Aguero might be one of the most underrated
Oh,
players in world
100%.
football.
Do you know what? My dad hates him.
What? On
Why?
what purpose?
So he
What?
calls Fernando Torres the Spanish Michael Owen. And then he calls Sergio Aguero the most overrated striker in football.
Wow.
Well,
Like,
there we are.
again, it's one of the issues which we talk about, and my impression of Sergio Aguero is he's one of the most gifted players that has ever played in the Premier League. Like,
Yeah, no doubt for me. Yeah, no doubt.
I think he'd be
But he
historic.
never
Yeah.
gets talked about. Like you know, we were saying last week that
Yeah.
he never gets talked about in those world awards.
No,
He
Harry
just
Kane
sort of like
scores-
world class, but never
Yeah.
quite.
Or the
Never,
end of the
but
season.
Harry Kane does get mentioned, doesn't he? In those.
Harry Kane
It's
scores-
just it's bias.
It's,
Is
you
what
know,
it is.
it's-
It's total bias.
Yeah. But,
Has he been unlucky to be in an Argentina team that's done nothing, even though they've had Messi though?
Yeah, true.
Because if he'd
Yeah.
won a World Cup or a Copa America or something, they
yeah,
might be
exactly.
talking about him differently.
Yeah. It's not like he's been short of talent for Argentina either. It's just one in, one out, isn't it?
But it'll be interesting to see because West Ham have after such a poor start have started
I
to
hate
find their
West Ham.
feet a bit. It'll be interesting. to
I've
see.
got it.
It's all about their front
Yeah,
three, isn't
no.
it? When they do well.
Arnautovic has played really well. I don't like
He's
West
injured.
Ham.
No, it's Yarmolenko. Isn't he?
Yeah, Yarmolenko
That's a big
was
loss.
injured.
So
He was
lucky
coming
to
into
have
form.
had
Felipe
Arnautovic.
Anderson.
Wow.
Felipe Anderson's on.
Felipe
Yeah.
Anderson. Yarmolenko has done way more than I expected him. I genuinely
Yeah.
thought Yarmolenko was an absolute washout and had
Yeah.
been overhyped
Yeah.
for years, and he'd been already found out, and then he was playing well.
You've
6
just
foot
got
4 wide man.
you've just got your typical West Ham
Yeah.
transfers in there. haven't
Oh.
you?
Yeah.
You've just
Yeah.
got you have that. It's just like just shake your money. How much?
Jack Wilshere.
How much do you want? How
so
much?
bad.
Yeah.
Javi Hernandez. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
that's
it.
what you want.
Whatever. Zabaleta. Yeah.
It's a nice start for Ranieri at Fulham though, home to Southampton.
Yeah, that's a
Not
good
bad,
one.
is it?
Fulham
Again,
have got to win that,
Smooth
really.
transition.
And
That's a
with
classy
Ranieri, they've got
way
to
that's
have.
done as well. I think.
I would suggest they have. I've said many times Southampton are the worst team in the Premier League.
It's looking like it, isn't
They're
it?
awful.
Poor
They are
Spurs.
awful. And then
Declan
they
Rice.
look around. Yeah, well, yeah. You look around. and you just
Fabianski?
think, yeah, no, they've got.
He's still going on that
He's
West
still
Ham
kicking on
stuff. You said they were going to get relegated. And
You
now
did
you're-
say West
you
Ham
did,
would
you
get
really got
relegated.
Talking
And
about
now he's
underrated
Felipe
players,
Anderson.
isn't Fabianski one of the like
Totally.
statistically one of
Oh.
the best goalkeepers in the Premier League?
Absolutely.
Ex-Arsenal goalkeepers.
Well, you're Juventus, Chesney.
Chesney is
Don't
class.
start him. On, he's an Arsenal fan,
But he's
who
a
used to be a
goalkeeper
goalkeeper.
He's
If
the,
you name it,
the first German to win the Premier League was Lehmann, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right, let's stop it there.
Yeah, so
before we-
Fabianski, but he's always done that, and he stepped up since his Swansea time. Like he's really proven himself. Those stats from those seasons are so integral
Yeah.
for a goalkeeper at that point.
He's
And
because he
now
always plays terrible
50
teams,
games
so he
now.
has to make a lot of shots.
it's when we do our fantasy football tables. What do we usually go for? We usually go for those goalkeepers who are going to get the most action, and they continually. Always like technically brilliant at shot stuff, and so they'll always get that. So it's just nice to see. I'm going to stop talking about goalkeepers now.
You fucker. He just whispered in my ear, someone's put 50p in it.
It's a pound.
I just went. I couldn't hold it together. Someone's put 50p in it.
So yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Well, it's not my opinion, it's fact.
It's fact.
Right. I don't like it.
Come on, let's stop it there.
Facts. Alright. If we do Mitch's
Oh
call.
my god.
You laugh.
Him with that microphone.
Can I cradle him like he's my unborn child?
Yeah, you might not like it.
Yeah, okay.
I like the fact he's facing me, so I get mauled.
What on earth is happening?
Amazing.
Skinnery's poking out. Skinnery's poking out. Skinnery's poking out. Please take the podcast like this. He's got
The low match.
He's got really excited there.
European review.
Trans-European Express.
We're about to board the Trans-European
Express.
I've booked 4 tickets for us.
Oh,
Let's go.
Such a good man.
Where's our first stop?
We're
can
going to
choose.
Italy first.
Italy.
We're going to
We're talking
Italy.
about lasagna.
My favourite league this season is Serie A. My favourite league because Inter have been really good, have signed well. Juve.
Inter
Roma
slow
have
start.
signed
They got caught.
amazing players, very young players, and
Yeah.
it's just gelling. You've got teams outside of that like Udinese, Lazio, and then Napoli have got Ancelotti. He's in. It's the most and AC Milan then with Gattuso, who's getting sent off and they're scoring.
Winning
They're scoring
90th
95th minute winners in a game that only had 3 added on minutes, and they got extended because of a fight and a red card. He got disallowed. Gattuso got sent off because he went apoplectic and went for it was just I'm going to kill the referee. And he's the manager being carted off. And
it's all happening in
and then
Italy, isn't it?
it's the best, most exciting league out there. And this Saturday you've got Inter versus Frosinone. Frosinone are right down the bottom and do badly, but you've got Udinese Roma.
That's a
boom. Udinese Roma is the opening game at 2:00. And that's all I'm going to be watching.
Italian team.
For me, personally, growing up, AC Milan were just that team, with the Seedorf and Maldini's one of my most favourite players ever. Costa Curta, Nesta, it's just Cafu. That back four.
I saw the tail end of that AC Milan side.
Yeah.
I saw the tail end of them, but in the I saw Man United play AC
at
Old Trafford, and that game is one of the best games I've ever been to live because you've had Ronaldinho was there. He was at the tail end of his career, but Ronaldinho played.
What a player.
Nesta played. Pirlo played. Costa Curta, you had that side, and then they brought David Beckham off the bench, and it's the only game that he played at Old Trafford for an opposition team, a competitive game, and I was there, and he came on the field, and it was such a special side, that AC Milan side, and to see it in the flesh was outstanding.
Yeah, and it's something special about those world-class kind of defenders that we rattled off there.
Yeah.
Just their legacy.
And
Del Piero.
Trezeguet.
Nedved. But I went to Florence this summer.
Yeah.
And Florence is beautiful. And so I bought my niece a little Fiorentina shirt. And so she calls it a purple winky shirt because of Teletubbies. Obviously.
Yeah.
Not because of Bowser. But yeah, AC Milan for me all day, every day.
Yeah. There's also this, you've got Lazio versus AC, which will be really good this weekend. Especially because AC are coming off the back of that win. Higuain's suspended because his emotions got the better of him against Juventus. He got sent off for just mouthing off. It's just like, what are you doing? I know it's important to you. And did you hear what Gattuso said to him? Gattuso said to him prior to the game, he said, I know you can sometimes let your emotions get the better of you, but try not to. It's like, you're Gennaro Gattuso. You and Joe Jordan on a pitch.
Telling you to be calm.
That level is all mind games. And look, if he gets it off, then it actually worked, because you know that Gonzalo Higuain has got a deep-rooted history with that club as well as a few others. So obviously, they know exactly what makes him tick. So it worked if it was mind games. Because look what happened.
It's interesting in Italy though. One thing always surprises me is that the transfers between clubs doesn't seem like such a big deal.
We covered this topic actually, didn't we?
We did talk about this. We talked
incestuous transfers in Italy.
We did. We had the whole thing on it.
It's not that culture.
We had the whole segment on it called incestuous transfers in Italy because it was just like they've got players like Zlatan Ibrahimovic who have played for Inter, AC and Juve. And that's not just him. Pirlo has played for Inter, AC and
Balotelli.
Balotelli.
Ibrahimovic.
It's weird how they just all play for each other.
Yeah.
So you've got Bonucci going back to Juve,
Yeah.
as if like, oh God, like on he had a bad gap year. You know, and he's just stumbled back into Chiellini and just be like, "You were the things I've seen."
They were horrible to
And
me.
then you've got like, you know, in England they'd rather send them to, you know,
They let him
So-
run. Look at the
yeah,
absolute
to
chaos
Alcatraz
that when
somewhere
Arsenal
else.
tried to sign Luis Suarez
yeah,
for.
exactly.
If that was Inter AC, they'd be like, "Yeah, man, it's like
Yeah.
how much? 60 million? Yeah, whatever."
Was it
Yeah.
40 million and 1 penny?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
In England, that was like a nuclear bomb. It was just like
ridiculous.
they're selling to a
I mean,
price.
I think
think
Sol
what that could have
Campbell
done.
could still be murdered if he walked
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
the wrong part of London.
Yeah, it's
You know?
unbelievable. They don't have that in Italy. Well, they do have his players.
Is
like
it always been like
Pagliarella.
that, or is it just
Yeah, it's
changed
always been
recently?
like that. No,
They
it's
don't
always
care.
been like that. You look back and you think that didn't happen that often in the Premier League. Was Robin van Persie to Man United the first
That was horrible.
step
Let's
in
not
it?
talk about that.
No, but
Hmm.
was that the first step in it? Because
No, I don't think it was.
they literally did business with each other because
And we got Mikel Silvestre.
yeah, but it was literally like Arsenal just went. You've got a year left on you. He's got a year left.
French international.
But that was when he went. They just went. You've got X amount of time left on your contract. So just come to us.
Yeah.
Now, Arsenal were like, oh, well, we're going to lose him anyway. How much money? 20 million. And he won the league title. Or Leon. Or Leon. Or Leon. Leon are very exciting. Like, Leon have been the team which have given me the most joy. I've gone on record
Sociedad haven't
and
been
said,
playing this good football since Moyes was in charge.
or Leon. Or Leon. Or Leon. What make it Nice versus Lyon? Lyon are second. Lyon are the story of the season
Yeah, played
that
the
isn't getting spoken about because Monaco are in the relegation zone and PSG have won something like 333 games in a row. You know, whenever they're
Yeah, so when you see second
Lyon
so
are
far back,
second.
you just look at the points, but you don't
Yeah,
actually.
you don't look at who it
who's
is
there.
because you just go PSG are winning, and then most people will go, I don't know, Marseille, Lyon.
Quick question.
Who's
Nathan
second?
Leal.
Am I taking the mic with me? I mean, I can't.
Oh, you want to film this bit now?
Yeah,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Go on.
Right, well, it's the time of the week that everyone's been waiting for. It's Mitch's corner, and I'm going to go off to another corner for this. So, Adam, let's get going.
See you later, guys.
See ya. I'm Mitch Lagarde, he's Adam Walker. This is Mitch's corner on location. Let's go for the greatest burger-related football quiz ever. You ready? Let's do it. All right then. I've got here, Adam. I've got 8 questions related to football and burgers, and I'm going to rattle them off and see what you got. So, first question. Outside Juventus Stadium, they're now naming burgers after footballers, famous footballers like Cristiano Ronaldo, Gabriel Batistuta, Christian Vieri. But which English footballer, oddly, had a burger named after him outside of Juve Stadium?
Should we check on?
Gaza.
Nope. One more guess?
Theo Walcott.
The answer is Jamie Vardy, the Vardy burger.
Okay.
So, for half a point for each ingredient, there's no beef patty in the burger. But can you name me any of the 4 main ingredients in the Vardy burger?
Red Bull and chicken.
I'm going to give you half a point because the ingredients are double sausage, double bacon, cheddar, and something called happy hour. And I'm going to give you the half a point on the Red Bull for happy hour. Okay. All right then. So, which footballer said this quote? When I was at Insert Club here, which was probably some of the best football I played, I'd have fish cakes and a burger with chips on Friday night. Then on Saturday, breakfast, I'd have a full English and go out and play in the afternoon. Who said that?
Paul Merson.
No, it was John Parkin. Name the Ipswich Town footballer you find on a burger. Well, you wouldn't find him on the burger, but you find the name of him on the burger.
I didn't think it'd be this long. I'm going to give him 3 minutes usually.
What, like a Bun, Tommy Bun, George Bun, somebody Bun.
No, good effort. Dean Gherkin. Yeah, you'd actually would find Dean Gherkin on some burgers though, not all good ones. How many appearances did Patrick Berger make for the Czech Republic in an international career spanning from 2004 to 2001? I'll give you 3 options here, Adam. A, 42, B, 75 or C, 90?
75.
No, it's 42.
Is that all?
That's all, yeah. Which footballer had a burger worth a whopping £25 named after him in 2013 by a French cafe? 25 quid!
Frank Leboeuf.
No, it was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The Zlatan burger weighed 600 grams and contained 3 different types of cheeses. Jean-Philippe Grandin, the manager of Doddy's Cafe, who made the burger, said the burger had the power and strength of the PSG forward. Next question. Which football team's owner was quizzed by the Football League for admitting that he gives the team 200 quid to get McDonald's and the like if they win?
Oh, I want to say Barry Fry.
I'm after the football team. I don't know the name of the.
Okay, sorry. Well, if I think it's Barry Fry, that would be Peterborough.
You're wrong. It was Accrington Stanley, and yes, owner Andy Holt said he reserves the right to buy his players a burger following victories, but said if they don't win, they can pay for their own food. Incidentally, the Football League said that he should watch their responsibilities with the Accrington team, and they weren't actually related to the food; they were more related to laws around bonuses. Because he actually said about needing to win to get the burger, that was why they got in trouble, not because of the burger itself, of course. Next up, Burger King had to apologise for offering a lifetime supply of Whoppers to Russian women during the World Cup. What were they saying they needed to do to get a lifetime supply of Whoppers?
Flash their boobs.
No, it was get pregnant. Burger King made the offer on social media and promised to reward women who got the best football genes and ensured the success of the Russian national team for generations to come.
Get pregnant from football or just in general?
Just get pregnant. So yeah, but you could get a lifetime supply of Whoppers, but they got in a bit of trouble for that. Last question. David Gold. David Gold blasted one of his former West Ham signings, saying, "Footballers and beef burgers don't mix." Who was he talking about?
Right, so, yeah, I'm just saying that. Thanks for that, Mitch. Brilliant.
Brilliant
Corner
this week.
thing.
Yeah, that's the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez. West Ham signing, yeah?
Yeah.
Somebody terrible then.
I think we're going to have to get rid of this Mitch corner.
I said that from the beginning.
Andy Carroll.
I think I've forgotten myself, but I think I think it was Benny McCarthy. But we'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Disaster, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But anyway, I think you scored
0.
half a point.
Half, I got half! Yes.
Half a point for the Red Bull, which was generous anyway, to be honest. So, thank you, Adam.
Alright, cheers, mate. We're gonna go back to the studio.
Give us a minute, mate.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I know. No, it's just overrun a little bit. Oh, it's Mitch in his corner again, isn't it? Yeah, well, no, I know he said it from the beginning. Well, we're going to listen. I know it's 11 o'clock.
That was great, mate.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was good.
So after last week's triumph,
it was fantastic.
Stadium
That was my
versus
favourite part of
airport,
last week.
Stadium or airport, which was the highlight of last week's show, where Mitch played the game. He read out a name and said, "Is that a famous football stadium or is that a famous airport?" and that was the game. And by the end of it, I was so involved.
I was invested.
I haven't been that involved in a game since Dale Winton went wild in the Isles. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So Mitch has got another game for us.
I've got another game for
Brand
for you
new.
all, which is not as good as Stadium or Airport.
Oh, that's a letdown. You might as well all go.
But it is a little. It's a smaller game because we have, we haven't got forever, have we? You know,
No,
it's
we
getting
haven't.
on a bit.
Well, hurry up, you're in 3 minutes.
So, outside Juventus Stadium,
Yeah.
they sell burgers named after footballers.
Okay.
And in honour of our guest here,
Yeah.
Adam from the Grazing Shed, I'm now going to read out the ingredients of the burgers, and you're going to have to tell me who you think the footballer this burger belongs to. So, this is Footballer Burgers.
Footballer burgers.
So bear in mind these are all famous
Sponsored
people.
by the Grazing
This is Footballer Burgers, sponsored by the Grazing Shed.
They paid us the money.
They did. So yeah, we've got to keep up with the sponsors. So I'm gonna rattle off, and this is for you can all join in.
Okay,
so I think I'm
good,
gonna
right.
read it ingredient by ingredient.
Okay, right, let's go.
And don't all shout over each other. So here we go. First ingredient is porchetta. The next ingredient is chicken kebab.
So are these current Juventus or
These are historically famous players.
So chicken kebab.
Porchetta, chicken kebab, fungi. Barbecue salsa.
Barbecues. Right, I was going to
Ooh.
say
Barbecue's from the-
Gianluigi Vialli. Oh, Gianluca Vialli.
No.
No.
And then you said
Barbecue salsa.
Barbecue
Yogurt
salsa.
is another one.
yogurt.
Cameronese.
No.
Oh.
And these, I'll give you a clue. These are not just Italian footballers.
Okay.
These aren't
So
just Juventus
the
links. here.
barbecue and the yogurt.
Oh, so it's any footballer.
Any famous.
So they're not Juventus footballers.
They're not Juventus
Oh,
footballers.
so it could be the Eric Cantona.
It could be, but it's not. Onions is the final ingredients. I'm going to give you
Okay.
clue.
Tony Yeboah.
Give us a clue.
Since you said Tony Yeboah,
Brian Dean.
my clue is
That's a
that
French
this
player.
player scored one of the most famous volleys in world football that many consider one of the best goals ever.
Joe Cole.
Cruyff.
Behave.
Van
No,
Basten.
Van Basten, there we are.
Okay.
1 to Adam
I
Van
only got that 'cause you
Basten.
said Cruyff.
Scores.
Yeah.
Oh.
Next up.
Yeah.
Next up. Again, we've got porchetta. We've also got spinach, gorgonzola, and barbecue sauce. And I'm going to say this guy is an Italian legend. I would say.
No.
Baresi.
Nope.
Well,
Come on, think of the ingredients. You know, spinach, gorgonzola, barbecue salad. You know, it's not obvious.
That's Gianfranco.
Who is it?
Gianfranco Zola.
De Rossi.
No, it's another striker.
Del Piero.
Yes, Del Piero.
Oh.
2. This you can tell the guy who works in the burger industry. Honestly,
I know you do better.
the next one. Oh God, they've all got porchetta in. No, they haven't. This one has got porchetta in. Mozzarella.
Mm.
We've got broccoli. Broccoli.
Broccoli?
What? Broccoli?
In a burger?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Let me know. Chips. And mayonnaise. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. And this footballer's crazy as well. So another
Vinnie
striker.
Jones.
It's not the
Oh.
it's not the Balotelli, is it?
Hansega.
No, I'm gonna because that was so tough. Maradona
Oh,
is the
okay.
answer for that one.
Yeah.
And finally,
Yeah, it's
this one's got
Okay.
last one. Another striker. Sausage, chips, bacon, spinach, cheddar, ketchup. What does that tell you?
Trezeguet.
It tells. Are you serious? It is Trezeguet.
Yeah. What? Day every day.
Did you see my sheet? How did you know it's Trezeguet?
I'd sausage, Trezeguet, bam. Just two came together.
Absolutely true.
I think. Hang on a minute. Right. I think we've witnessed something special here tonight. A man just gets
Burger room football synergy.
Yeah.
A man just gets David Trezeguet. Because you said sausage.
We've got to.
He didn't even finish the question.
Please clip that up and send
Trezeguet.
it to David Trezeguet on social media, because if he doesn't respond to
Is that
that,
the last one?
that was the last burger. Footballer Burgers, sponsored by the Grazing Shed.
Sponsored.
So that's-
62, done.
That's the end. 62. We're
That's a
out.
wrap.
Done.
That's a wrap.
For a burger.
Adam,
Thank
thank
you
you for
very much,
joining
Adam,
us.
from the
Grazing
Grazing
Shed.
Shed.
So thanks, guys.
Great to have you on.
Super happy, super tidy to have you on.
It was
Yeah.
super tidy. That's the first time we mentioned that. I think we deserve a medal for not saying it's been a super tidy podcast, or any super
That's what
tidy
this part's
reference through all of the messages arranging this and this entire podcast until now.
Yeah.
So-
Well done
yeah.
us, I think. I think we've all grown this week.
That's that.
Yeah. So guys, go check out the Grazing Sheds if you're in and around Cardiff. We certainly will be on a regular basis.
And follow us on
Him
Twitter and
especially, he's been
Instagram
there
and all that
before.
stuff as well.
Do it.
Because we've got a great Instagram.
It is one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is super good.
Yeah.
We're done.